Live on YouTube, live on Rumble. Good afternoon, hello, welcome to Weird Weekly Recap. This show is a dive into the weird, odd, unusual, strange, and other words for world of notable events, weather and sports, aka news. I'm Xander.
Golden Loon.
And we are incredibly hot. It is it's not 69 degrees right now. It's probably like 80 something, but yeah.
90.
Yeah.
We're ready to swim in it.
Yep. And you of course, are you. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. Today is Saturday, aka Saturday. August 1st, no longer July. August.
We got through it.
It feels like August.
Still upright, sort of.
Yep. And, as you already know, but just for the loon, we have a window cleaning event, Iguana Chaos, underwater push-ups, and more, and that's the thumbnail for today.
Yeah.
Let's get into this, shall we? From Oddity Central, woman asks cosmetic surgeon for jaw microcorrection, ended up with a major facial deformation. I have an idea. How about you just don't? How about you just don't go under the knife? If you don't like the way you look, oh bad, too sad, yeah. Boo-hoo, QQ. Live your life. Play the hand that the world deals you. If you don't like it, too bad. I'm under 6 foot. I'm not going to go get surgery so I can hit 6 foot. I'm just going to spend the rest of my life being 5'11". That's just the way it is.
Stand on your tiptoes.
Well, no. But yeah, anyway, Chinese media recently reported the shocking case of a 24-year-old woman who went to the Wuhan University Dental Hospital in Wuhan, China, to have a very minor jaw protrusion corrected, only to end up with a serious facial deformation that will take several cosmetic surgeries to correct. It just doesn't pay to be vain, This woman, referred to as Victim A, you're not really a victim, you did this to yourself. Reportedly told doctors that she wanted a 2mm microcorrection of the jaw, but after the procedure, her jaw was instead pushed outward by 13mm, resulting in severe facial deformation. To make matters worse, even if it's minor surgery...
That's not minor correcting your jaw. I'm sorry. That is not minor. They got to break your jaw and move it forward.
Yeah.
Back a couple inches.
Well, it was, for her, it was going to be forward. So here's what she looks like now. You can't really see it. Let's see if I can get it bigger. There it is. Now she has a Habsburg chin thing going on.
Yeah.
So that's what you get for being vain. Maybe if you weren't so absorbed with how you look.
Original picture photo of her?
I think this is it right here. So on the left, and that's what she used to look. So that's not. So the left is what she looked like before, and then the right is what she looks like now. Now it doesn't help that it looks like she has some zits or something going on in the chin, or maybe scarring or something. I don't know, because it's also on the upper lip.
Well, one's with makeup, one's without. To start with.
Okay. See, right there, makeup, why can't you have your actual face? Why are you so ashamed of what you actually look like? That's really sad. I'm not mad that she's doing that. I pity her. I really feel sorry that she's so pitiful and pathetic that she has to go under the knife just to make herself feel better. And then now, this is what happens. So now, good job. You did worse. Maybe you learned your lesson, just stop. Anyway, moving on up, the World Window Cleaning World Cup is no joke. Okay, we've spoken about a lot of weird, cleaning-related, competitions, like the bed folding competition. Yeah, that's a thing. I'll look this up here. Bed folding.
I don't think we've ever had it on, have we?
No, but I've heard of it. Yeah, bed making competition, skills on display. Yeah, no, this is legitimate. Go away. This is legitimate thing. So sorry that it's but right there. Here, can I unmute?
Has he got it that straight?
Yeah. So they're doing a competition to make beds and everything.
Yeah.
So there are weird things out there and all that stuff. So anyway, cleaning windows is the type of job that is easy to do but hard to master. Sure, handling a squeegee isn't the type of the thing you need a degree for, but if you're thinking about going up against the world's best professional window cleaners, you do need some serious training. Quote, what I'm doing, people half my age can't do, end quote, 71-year-old Terry Burrows told the Independent newspaper. You don't just do this, you train to do this. Burrows, who still competes in the World Window Cleaning World Cup, is considered to be the Usain Bolt of window cleaning. In 2009, he set a world record, flawlessly cleaning 3 45-inch by 45-inch windows in just 9.14 seconds, a feat that has yet to be equaled or surpassed. Well, I wonder,
3? That's 3 seconds apiece. Is that what he says? 3?
Yeah, 345 by 45. But see, that makes me wonder, like, what is the statute of limitations? Are they allowed some soap scum? Are they, like, completely, like, smudge-free, completely clean, completely wiped down? Or are they allowed, for the sake of time, to have a little bit of imperfections? And if that's the case, then it's not really clean, is it?
No, I think they have to be clean.
Yeah, so there's no way he does that in 3 seconds each. Like, hold on a second. Let's figure this here really quick. This is an actual video of it, so if it'll load. Okay, so I see what they're doing.
3. You can do that in 9 seconds.
Huh. Maybe it can be done. But I don't know. Like it looks like they're missing the edges. Like they're not going fully.
Yeah.
Like it's not a full clean. They're just. So no. Like this is not actually cleaning. It's just competition cleaning. But like if they did in the real world what he did in the competition, they get fired because they're leaving the corners unclean.
Here's the test. Shine the sun on it. See if there's any streaks.
Yes.
Like through your windshield when you hit the sun if it's not clean.
Uh-huh.
You get those streaks and you go, damn, they didn't clean my windows at all at the car wash.
Yeah. By the way, before I forget yet again, links to the articles we've already covered and all the ones throughout the show are already down in the underbar description below. If you'd like to read, any more of this, we just only cover like a paragraph or two, have a little bit of commentary, and move on up. Which this one is absolutely disgusting. So I'm just gonna just speed through this really quick. Controversial feet juice drinking trend spreads to China. Remember we were talking about a couple weeks ago during some anime convention or whatever, one of these females was charging people to drink out of the tub that she had her feet soaking in, and a lot of them got like parasitic infections and everything. Yeah. Back in May, they wrote about female cosplay models at this year's Fanime-Con in San Jose, dipping their feet in buckets of fruit juice and lemonade and then selling it to thirsty young men. So that's what I was literally just talking about that. And then I have not read this beforehand to get context, so I literally didn't know that they were going to talk about that. The main highlight of this year's Firefly Comic-Con, held in Guangzhou, China from July 17th to 20th, was a lemon-flavored foot bath water and cola foot bath water sold by a number of female cosplayers outside the venue. Priced at 50 yuan or $7.50 per plastic cup, this disgusting concoction could not satisfy demand as dozens of thirsty men lined up to try it. Wow!
Jeez.
Like, it's fucking... These people...
Crazy.
These people should be exterminated. The ones drinking this juice. Like, they are sick. They are really sick.
Yeah.
And they need to be put down, out of pity. I don't hate these people. I don't have a phobia. No. They are screwed up in the head, and for the safety and well-being of themselves and others, they need to be, removed. Like, they're like a rabid dog. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Moving on up to $150,000 eerily realistic humanoid robot head is making people uncomfortable. That's not AI or anything. That's what it actually looks like. Yeah, well, it's a head of a robot, and they put like silicone and all that stuff over it. And there's actually a whole video. Like I've been watching this for years and everything, just watching the robotics industry get more and more advanced and everything.
That can look you in the eyes and smile with the exact same muscular tension as a human being. While the rest of the world...
But see, what's scary is what's stopping the system from replacing certain people with these very realistic robots. I mean, like, there's already that one thing with like the Admiral with the neck. Have you seen that video?
No, I don't think so.
Admiral neck. Here, let me just play this right here. He's like wearing a mask or something.
Internet sleuths have come up with a wild theory that this Fox News guest was wearing a hyper-realistic...
Now, is that a guy in a mask or is that a robot? And the neck flap, unvelcroed or whatever. Yeah. Has this guy been replaced? And he was actually being interviewed by somebody, and that person kept saying, "Hey, blah blah," because at the time, he had his shirt all buttoned up.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, can you just unbutton the top just to see?" And he's just like, "No, blah blah. I'm not going to stoop to that low." So he obviously has something to hide. Something's going on, because that is so obviously a mask right there. But yeah, this, let's see here. Ahead Form, a startup founded in 2024 by Yuhang Hu, an engineer who trained at Columbia University's renowned Creative Machines Lab in New York, with the stated goal to, quote, break down the barrier, end quote, between human and machine, recently unveiled its latest creation, a robot head capable of reproducing human movements and expressions. The Origin M1 robotic head is designed to replicate human micro-expressions, including furrowed eyebrows, slight smiles, blinking, and eye movements. In a video that has been doing the rounds on Chinese social media, the motor-powered head can be seen executing a range of very human-like movements that have been creeping some people out. Underneath the silicone interior, the Origin M1 is powered by 25 to 42 brushless micromotors that contract and release every artificial muscle to reproduce human expressions. This is too much, dude. This is too much. Yeah. Like, what else do we got here? Shark Week. 5-time sharks swam into odd news headlines. So let's see here. Woman earns Guinness World Record with 106 shark tattoos. We spoke about that. There was this.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. That was last week. We actually spoke about that. There's this paddleboarding, and there's sharks around them and everything. So I guess even the sharks are knowing, because isn't it like Shark Week on Discovery Channel now or something?
I believe it is.
Yeah, so even the sharks are getting in on Shark Week. They've learned. So, but dude, that's terrifying. Like, I would never get in the water again. There's that tattooed lady. So hold on a second. Okay, yeah. So paddleboarders stalked by great white shark off California coast. So yeah, it was actively hunting them. There's that lady with the tattoos. Angler reels in first documented orange shark off Costa Rica. Huh.
Orange shark. That's really weird.
Yeah. August of 2024. Well, that's not this week, though,
No.
is it?
That's last year.
Yeah, that's 2 years ago, 2024.
24, yeah.
Yeah. I guess, like, it remade the rounds or something. Great white shark bites camera off Southern California. Okay, yeah, so another great white thing. Great white shark might be the first caught on camera in Rhode Island. Oh, wow, so there's a... And then we get a dead whale. So, okay. What else do we got here? Overdue library book found bricked into fireplace after 150 years. An Australian library received an unusual return when a book checked out almost 150 years ago was found bricked up in the fireplace of a home. The Kiama Library in New South Wales said on social media that a family returned the book during the weekend after a home renovation led to it being discovered in a tea desk that had been bricked into the house's fireplace. Huh. That's a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
So, was it haunted or something? The book, The Antiques of Athens, was published in 1858 and dates back to when the Kiama Public Library was housed at the old Kiama School of Arts between 1872 and 1890. The exact date the book was borrowed has been lost to time, but officials estimate it was likely about 150 years ago. Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah. We have another overdue book, also 116 years later on. Long lost Pokemon game may have resurfaced on eBay. Let's see here. It was only available for a brief time in Japan in 2005. May have resurfaced on a Nintendo DS test cartridge for sale on eBay. It is from a German seller that started at $9,145.66. Was flagged by fans online as possibly being a surviving physical copy of Pokemon Fishing Contest DS, or it could be a scam. The game was available as a download-only title at Japanese Pokemon Center stores from May through August 2005, and the game would delete itself from the system once it was powered off. Wow.
Huh.
Well then, like... Huh. I guess, like, you'd have to somehow...
Leave it on.
Yeah, but then, like... There's no way to leave it on. I mean, like, I don't think Game Boys had, like, a cord that you could plug it into, and as soon as you change the battery, it dies.
True.
You know, or, you know,
True.
Game Boy DS, Game Boy Advance, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm thinking, like, he has to have, like, it started from a hard copy or somehow found a way to hack it while it was in an active on console system, and then, like, hack it to not auto-delete when the thing was off.
No clue.
Or somehow downloaded it onto something. I don't know. That's wild. Pokemon fans online said the photos of the Japanese text indicate it might be a copy of the fishing game. However, some have cautioned it could be merely the server code to track high scores in the game and not the game itself. Yeah, it could be a scam. Most likely a scam. Dog brought to emergency clinic after eating 2.4 pounds of gummy worms. That's just a greedy ass dog and neglectful owners. So I'm not going to read any of this because you know it's just gross. Blindfolded speedcuber solves Rubik's Cube in 11.56 seconds. How do you solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded? Like, Tommy Sherry, at the age of 21, retook the title for the fastest time to solve a 3x3x3 rotating puzzle cube while blindfolded when he completed the task in 11.56 seconds at the Mid-Atlantic Quiet Championship 2026 event in Brockenburg, New Jersey, on June 28th. Let's look at the video here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess...
Oh. He took a look at it in the beginning.
So he memorized...
Well, there's a certain pattern to this.
Yeah.
That no matter where they are, you run the pattern, it'll right itself, so to speak.
You're absolutely right, because like there's this one YouTuber, Fairbairn Films, Fair something, Fairbairn. There we go. People who eat. Let's see if I can. People who eat weight picks. There we go. There's one part. Stop it. There we go. There's one part of this video where he's just like he's on the phone with somebody. Yeah, here it is, right there. Like this is hilarious to prove your point, because like if you know the code, or if you know exactly the opposite of what you're doing, you know.
Look, like I've said in the past, if she doesn't come back, she won't come back. And if she really loves you, if you love her, you'll let her go. That's just how it has to be.
So you're just like having a casual conversation and just like solving it, you know. Obviously it was staged, but I find that hilarious. Anyway, rotting fish sauce being removed from plants after decades of stench. What? God. Workers have begun the process of removing thousands of gallons of rotting fish sauce from a Newfoundland and Labrador plant that was abandoned in the early 2000s. So it's just been sitting there rotting because they abandoned the facility and they never cleaned up.
I guess so.
St. Mary's Mayor Steve Ryan said the former Atlantic Seafood Sauce Company plant has been stinking up the town for decades. Cleanup plans were delayed for years as various levels of government debated over who is responsible for removing the rotten sauce. The former owners, you know, make them do it. Like, the Newfoundland and Labrador government approved a $2 million budget for the operation last year. That's bullshit, you know. So the taxpayers have to pay money because, like, a corporation is too lazy to clean up its own mess. You know,
probably long gone. They don't know where they are.
Well, hunt them down and find them. You know, they should have charged them at the beginning. Like, oh, you're going out of business. Okay, well, you're paying for the cleanup. You know, because you know these people, they have money at the end, their own money. You know, just because their assets are liquidated doesn't mean they don't have personal capital that we can't take out of for them to deal with their own caused mess. Crews finally started the process of cleaning out the plant on Tuesdays. Officials said 110 tanks, each holding 3,000 gallons of rotting sauce, are being cleared out. Oh my goodness. Wow. Though that poor community, I can't imagine having to live with that smell, and it got worse and worse. And
what do they do this stuff? How do they get rid of it?
I don't know. But I mean, like, you know, there has to be mold and some like.
Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, hazmat. I don't think the hazmat suit is enough. I think you should just like encase the entire area in a bubble, and then like set off some kind of like antimatter device and just eliminate that section.
Bomb.
No, antimatter. Like no. The problem with bombs is it blows things away. No, I want to take everything within that area and just
crush it.
No, just remove it from this plane of reality. You know, send it to Jupiter. Like, you know, let them deal with it. Like, just it's gone. That section of Earth is gone.
You're going to send it to another reality, and then they're going to go, "What the hell's that stench? Where's it coming from?"
Not our problem. Not our problem anymore. 15 escaped pigs wrangled on busy New Jersey road. Pretty self-explanatory there.
Yeah.
Animal control officers and state police responded to a New Jersey road where about 15 pigs were reported running loose and, quote, creating a hazard for motorists, end quote. Well, yes. The Wantage Township Animal Shelter said on social media that Wantage animal control officers responded alongside New Jersey State Police when the pigs were reported on Route 565 in Frankfort Township at about 8:38 a.m. on Wednesday. Yep, so they got him. Iguana leaps out of a box and giving FedEx store employees a scare. I saw this video. It looks like he does it on purpose too. Like he knew what he mailed to himself or something. Because, like, you know, she brings it out, and he opens it up right there, and he shakes the bag, and then it, like, flies out.
Yeah, but that's not the receiver. Oh, is that the receiver of it there with the box knife?
Yeah, that's his.
Okay.
What you got that for? Self-defense. Have you been out there on the streets, lady?
Iguana. Iguana.
Maybe he didn't do this on purpose. Maybe he didn't realize what it was. I don't know. But there's something in there. And he's shaking it. Oh. I don't know yet. Okay, so somebody mailed him an iguana for some reason. There it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, her wig's coming off. Her poor wig. Literally scared that lady's hair off. They eventually do catch it though. Like I haven't seen a video this long of it. I just saw a couple highlights. But yeah, they got it. So Roderick, he went to FedEx to pick up his new pet. Oh, so he did know. Employees asked to see what was inside the box labeled live animal. A video recorded at the scene shows Duncan opening the box and start to remove the iguana from the bag when the lizard suddenly burst out and dashed by. So he knew. So yeah. I have a feeling he did that intentionally at this point. You know, he was just trying to play. But, I mean, you know...
Well, he's trying to show him, I guess.
Yeah, but you don't play around. That's an animal. It's a wild... There's no such thing as...
They shouldn't have shipped him to begin with.
There is no such thing as a non-wild animal. All animals are wild. Even if they're domesticated, they have instincts. All it takes is one bad moment. It can snap and you lose something, you know? Overdue books returned to Welsh Library after 116 years, God. 116. The Welsh Library received an unusual visit from a man who arrived to return a pair of books his grandfather had checked out 116 years earlier. Conwy Library said on social media that the man, identified as Mr. O'Sullivan, visited the Larne West Library recently to return two books to his grandfather, Walter Griffith Owen, had borrowed from what was then the Larne West Public Library and Reading Room in 1910. So yeah, it was. So I guess he forgot about that. Went on to serve in World War II or something. So, yoga teacher breaks world record for underwater push-ups. Okay.
Oh, he's got all the weights on to keep him down.
Yeah. A yoga teacher living in Vietnam put his skills to the ultimate test by performing 86 push-ups underwater with only a single breath. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Did he have oxygen?
No, like I'm looking here, he has a mask, but nothing over his lips.
Yeah.
So, and he has, that's all the weights. So.
And doing push-ups, you're going to burn oxygen.
Yes. Kamal Kaloi, 38, who is originally from India, said his training in calisthenics and breath holding prepared him for his October 2025 attempt at a pool in Ninh Binh. Kaloi previously earned the Guinness World Record for the most consecutive yoga positions underwater, achieving 21 in 2020. The record-keeping organization reviewed evidence of his 86 push-ups and has now confirmed he earned the record for the most underwater push-ups with a single breath male. All right, congratulations.
Yeah.
David Rush.
Yeah, give that a shot.
Yeah. And last but not least, British man eats 15 fish sticks in 1 minute to break world record. Yeah. Why do we record this?
Yeah.
Like, this is stupid. And isn't this, like, gluttony? You know, isn't there, like, a hunger problem worldwide, and at the same time we're making records about how much food you can eat and how fast? Is that not a little bit counterintuitive for a society that's supposed to agree on things?
Well, how about Nathan's where they have the hot dog contest? Contest every year.
Well, you're absolutely right, and interesting that you brought up because this guy is actually named Nathan Davis. At the age of 32, recently won more than $130,000 on the TV game show The 1% Club, and he told host Lee Mack that the next goal on this agenda was to break a Guinness World Record. He managed to scarf 15 fish sticks the allotted time, earning the title for the most fish fingers eaten in 1 minute. And that's a lot of fish sticks he enjoyed putting in his mouth right there. So, he must really be a gay fish. Yeah. Anyway, that'll conclude the show. Once again, please check the underbar description below for any links that you may find interesting, including one unlimited to all things Omni Coalition. You know, like all of our sources, all of the articles that we read, the music in the background, a handful of other cool things. For your dose of odd and unusual and different news, aka notable events, weather, and sports, we stream every Saturn's Day at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 4 Mountain, 5 Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. We do have other shows. We have a history show, actually, in about an hour and 36 minutes from now. And IOYO, I'm okay, you're okay.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, the first Sunday of every month, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Which is tomorrow.
Yeah, it is tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, what's the code word to let us know that they're still watching them until this point?
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
Ah.
Yeah. Put the fish
Yikes.
sticks in the comments section. Let us know you're still watching. Anyway, for all you know of us, I am Xander.
Golden Loon.
And UVRU. And until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles! Where's the thing? There's the thing.